M&O one for payment. Yeah, we can.
We can drop down so Dana won't have to sit here.
Whatever.
Okay, let's drop down to open award sealed bid for estate old elevator lot 7, West Railroad Blue Alley, lot 8 and 9, block 14, in Cherokee original. That's it.
Here's the opener. Wilbur Fertilizer Service. Get stamped, sealed, $1,500. I move we accept the bid.
Second. All in favor?
Dane, thank you and Jeff both.
Yeah, thank you all.
Yep.
Appreciate y'all and appreciate the work that y'all put into that.
Any motion, I said.
Looks better in town, of course.
It does.
You would bring a check by or?
Give us a little bit, Dan, what's your phone number, and as soon as we get, a deed wrote up,
Okay.
then we'll just
Yeah.
exchange it that way,
I'll
sure.
I'll actually have you hold it, Sarah. She'll
Okay.
get the check notes. 405-650-0336.
405-650-0336.
Yeah.
Yep, as soon as we get one.
Just so you know, mine's 878-7802.
Okay, as soon as we get one, wrote up, then we'll just holler at you, and then that way it's all done, and you guys won't have to come back up. If that's all right with you guys.
That's good, man. Thank
Sounds
you.
good, appreciate
Thank
it.
Smile at
you.
camera.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Very
I'll
good.
walk
Okay, M&O one for payment.
Just had one, March 2.
Sorry.
There you go.
Don't mean to throw things at you, Jay.
Do you want to just steal a, warranty deed from, like, resale and copy that? Or do you want me to go through?
She charges $50 over the abstract office just to write them, so it's, I mean,
It's whatever you guys want me to do.
at least it's all, it would be legally filed
Right,
through them,
right.
so I think really for the price, I think that's the way to go personally.
And-
Document.
Yep.
Well, one word off and then you can change everything, so.
If you want that out of just kind of general, the PO for that.
Yeah.
I'll holler at them. It may take them a little longer, but I'll let Dane know it was
That's
just gonna
fine.
be a little bit. I'll call the abstract office and,
Yeah, I just talked to Monica.
do that. Sorry, there's my problem. The shirt.
Pen's got to run out.
Getting close. Well, quit right now.
I've seen that. I
So that's
wondered
what I was
that.
digging for.
I knew that's probably what you were digging for.
I just don't want to get into some trouble.
No, and I really,
What was it appraised for?
way too much.
I didn't know if this was the total.
There's an 80%.
But it says here that the board of county commissioners shall have the power to reject any and all bills. Bids.
But then it comes over here into another one and saying,
I actually think we made a mistake getting that
Appraisal.
raised.
well, we have to. I mean,
Maybe that.
I couldn't find it fast enough, sorry. Slow it down.
What comes out of it.
Doesn't work. Can't understand anything when you get on AD.
Getting all stirred up.
I know, it ain't good.
I stood over, but don't worry. He's gonna stop coming to my office. So I've got something to.
You know, if there's only one bid, I don't see how you can get the 80%.
Well, and I was gonna say, I don't know whether we could have rejected them, and then next week just run the written posts and that, and we would have to publish that and everything
Do
else. and
whatever
just
we had to
adding-
do to make it.
What-
Surely
Adding
there's
more.
Appraisal.
Well, they're the logical one, though, they bought the rest of
Yeah, it's,
everything.
it's right there
What do you-
attached to theirs.
Probably like $2,000. It's ridiculous.
Well, that's 50%.
80.
Huh? It says less than 80. So that's 50%, that's over 80. Cannot take less than 80% of the bid.
Shall not be sold for less than 80%.
Actually, Jeff told me that they figured out what they gave for the lot they bought. Actually, it'd be 1,200, so then they bid 1,500.
So they gave more than what they gave for the neighboring lot.
They-
That
they
should be
did.
how the
Equal,
appraisal should
yeah,
have been.
equal sales and stuff around it.
Quit getting him screwed up. He's messing all kinds of stuff.
Shut up.
Sounded a little bit for it.
You better pay attention.
They're done. So you can't gripe him one.
Well, we're 2 minutes late, because you, I'll make
I
you.
was thinking, their motion is.
All in favor?
Aye.
Blanket purchase orders.
Got blankets from county general, from the sheriff, and from District 2. county in general. Just look those up, which one you want to check? Here's sheriff and district two.
Make him sign them all. He got Libby, he can just sign them.
Man.
I don't wanna be 2 minutes late, so I'll do it.
You just can do it yourself.
We had to sign these by our mouse.
I was gonna say by your mouth.
Yeah, the mouse. We didn't have the
I was wondering why they were so.
Yes, yes.
Man, Mike's is not of mine.
Yeah.
No, I tell you, what were you drinking when you signed
No,
these?
the little notepad, because we took all our computer stuff
Yeah.
out, and when we hooked it back up, it didn't
It
work.
wouldn't work?
It won't work.
Oh.
So you had to take that little mouse and push a button.
Let's do it again.
It's horrible. I think George signed one that's totally unlegible.
Well, that was on a good day.
I put 2 in them too. That's okay.
These got different copies.
The sign at the top. Yeah. I thought that all the twos were signed, I just scrapped it.
I move we set the blanket.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Road crossings. None. Request for requesting Officer for County Clerk name changed to Lenita
Sweat figure.
Sweatfigger.
Now she can't scribble that
I
last name
know.
like she scribbled the other one, see?
I can scribble it because I didn't start writing the other before.
I move we set the request.
Second.
All in favor? Request to appoint Mike Roach and Jennifer Hensley as requesting officers for ARP Fund General, and request to appoint Mark Woodall and Laura Haig as receiving officers for ARP Fund General.
That's how you wanted it.
Yep.
Suits me.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All in favor? Handbook, meals for classes, page 50.
Okay, we changed this to a 1-day class hours, and the travel must be over 6 hours and over 75 miles one way. The employee will be compensated for meals only, a maximum of $20 a day. And we left the 2-day thing the same.
Yeah, the overnight is still the same.
I think we ought to leave the 2-day or the overnight deal the same, but I still think that we ought to go back to 1-day classes. Meals of $25 will be paid by the option of the elected official.
Meals of 20.
Yeah, we had 20, but
No.
I think 25. And the reason I say 25, everything's going up, everything's getting higher. I think 20 is just too low. But I still think it ought to be the discretion of the elected official, not a whole bunch of rules.
I'd second that motion.
So,
All in favor?
Okay, wait a minute. In the statutes, it says that we're gonna agree on this stuff in the officer meeting. I mean, I can go grab that. I mean, you guys do what you wanna do, but we discussed
I
it in the
just think
officer
that,
meeting.
I think 1-day class, meals ought to be $25 a day at the discretion of the elected
Well, you
official.
can't make a motion then on it, because we'll have to type it up again.
Okay,
So, how does it need to read? Give me that so I can,
So we're gonna table it.
yeah.
or just take no action on it, and then we'll change it how you want it to read.
I put that 1-day class Meals are $25 a day at the discretion of the elected official.
$25 a day at discretion.
Of the elected official.
Was there been some issue with this deal? Why do we have to change it?
There was meal reimbursements turned in for a one-day class. And I have to reject them because the handbook said overnight stay is the only time we reimburse meals.
But we got a few employees, instead of going down the night before, they'd rather get up early and
That's right.
drive.
And they're saving.
And they're saving the county a motel room. And I think it ought to be at your discretion, or Marvin's discretion, or our discretion, any
Or
of the
the
elected
elected.
officials.
The elected
Any of the
officials.
elected officials, if you wanna buy them a meal, you can.
Okay, I have one-day class, meals
$25.
will be reimbursed.
Up to 25 bucks.
And the reason I say $25, everything's going up. The
Oh.
price of everything's
$5 a
getting
day at
higher
the
and higher.
discretion of the elected official. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll get that changed and put that on the agenda.
Okay, no action on that. Written quotes for District 3 for finishing grinding and milling in place on Garvin Road for 1 mile.
Okay, quotes are attached to each one of these.
Are you gonna grind past the intersection? Get that big old bump right there on that intersection?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get up as much as I can.
Well, right there at that Jay's Steelhouses.
Yeah.
Pretty rough.
Yeah, boy.
No bid.
What difference there?
That's the one Rick told us to call that thing.
About 7,500? He told me they did a good job.
That guy's a really good guy too.
What's the name on that one, Jay?
Stan's Asphalt and
That's
Construction.
one will accept, 7,500.
What account do you want this taken off?
And now, the other one was coming.
Cummins Construction.
What account do you want it taken off?
We're actually, well, we'll just take it out in and over right now, but we're actually getting reimbursed from CD. We're getting that $20,000. That's on here.
Right, so do we have to pay, I mean, are we paying them or is it coming from CDD then?
No, we can pay them out of the highway. On
M&O or
there. Well, highway sales tax.
the sales tax?
Yeah. Then can we put the money back in?
Are you gonna put more than $7,500 back in there?
Yeah, well, just do it out.
Then you can't do it out of sales tax then?
Just do it out
Okay.
Do you have what?
to M&O.
You made a motion, who seconded
I
it?
move, I'll second.
Either or.
He's
Okay.
Award bids for tractor for road drag for District 3 for Alfalfa County.
Roll it down again.
No, P&K.
Okay, and that one was,
Oh, remember what size tractor we getting? 20 horse,
No.
110, 15.
144, 677, 24.
Well, I think it's 145.
Oh, really?
It's just P&K up there. Is there like some additions or something on that?
No, I was just looking at
And a reason, since it's not the lowest.
well, the other one was not the same, it wasn't apples for apples.
Not,
Rother's is not apples, the same.
so
Specs.
didn't bid to specs.
Yeah.
thought that was more, I'm just curious.
No, because the mowing tractor is 135,
I think
I
that.
think this is 145
Yeah, a little more.
or 150. Yeah, it's 155.
Okay.
So you have other things on there that need to be added onto that 144.
You what?
You have more that needs to be added onto that 144, more attachments and stuff.
No, that, he was just asking
Oh,
for
okay.
horsepower.
About the horsepower.
And what account do you want this out of?
I think we're gonna do that at capital outlay. I'll have to check on
I'm sorry, did someone make a motion?
I moved.
that. Actually, it's gonna be lease, so that would be at lease.
Okay, so do they have their lease stuff in here?
No, well, we can do that later. We just have to award the bid right now.
Well, yeah, but if it was gonna be a lease, we needed to put that in your bid that you was gonna lease it.
Gonna be leased on.
Do they know that you're gonna lease it? Is that gonna be the
They're
right
the ones giving us the
price?
permits.
But I mean, it doesn't show that by the specs, so do they know that it's gonna be a lease and not purchased outright?
They give us the payment, I mean, what the payment would be. Well, if there ain't something right, we'll. I'll make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Robert property access easement for District 3, southeast quarter, 2510 to remove trees from right of way and place farmers on.
Just 2 copies.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that one. Revised SEFA FY 2020.
Okay, after digging through to see the stuff this year, it was brought to our attention that we had another $5,770.94 that was FEMA money for District 3, and I was not aware of it, so I called the auditors. They said to revise the 2020 CEPA, so there's that.
Well, we need to sign it or?
Yeah. Down where your names are.
Here.
Oh,
That's the
yeah.
date.
You sign Stan Tucker?
Well, that's how it was turned in, so I just left everything the same there, because he was actually the, I hope I changed this one. I did. But that one was actually
Marvin
turned in.
signed on my line. Where's Marvin at? We switched.
They'll probably not very know that.
You need a motion on that?
Yeah.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
SEFA FY 2021.
Okay, again, it would be very, 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 very nice if the one person that has the login to those amounts would share those amounts with everybody. It would save me about 2 weeks worth of work and 2 weeks worth of hounding your administrative assistants, so
But we
please.
can't, none of us, your secretaries,
No.
we can't log in.
Yeah.
There's only one person, that's Shane.
And she did give a list out to District 3. I'm assuming she gave a list out to you guys, but it was from years past, current years, future years, so it would just help a lot if we could all communicate that.
Get on the right line or something.
Like I said, I had to hound the girls at your shops and hound them and hound them and hound them to try and get everything to match up so we could turn it in. And finally, I called the auditor on this previous one to see if we needed to revise it, and he says, well, no, there's a login. I'm like,
I'll
no.
make a motion on that one.
Second.
All in favor?
Uh,
Customer service agreement with University District.
This just has one place for you to sign. And there's 2 copies there. Sign both of them, I'll send one back with you.
I'll move to accept the agreement.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Actually, we're staying in the morning. Material request for District 3.
Is that where they can pick the uniforms up or something?
You gotta know
I bought t-shirts with the county's thing in the back of this year.
well, some of them go to that, we just give them $3.50 allowance. And you get your own clothes, but you ain't gotta do the laundry. I like them
Yeah.
when I had the laundry. That's it, CED. I'll make a motion.
Second. Oh,
Okay, beat me.
Any unforeseen business?
move adjourned.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.